Hi everyone, it's me Gaming Dew, and welcome back to my Loud House reviews. This is my fourth one this week, and today we are reviewing another technically Lenny episode. This is also a Lori and Clyde episode. Probably honestly more than a Lenny episode. It's a Lori and Clyde episode, but still, Lenny is probably the third biggest part in the episode. So that episode is Change of Heart, which I am about to give my feelings on right now. So, Change of Heart. As you may know, I love pretty much every single Lenny episode. Or an episode where Lenny's the main focus. Or one of the main focuses. This one would count. She's trying to help Clyde get over his crush of Lori. And this is one of two Lenny-centered episodes that I do not like. Honestly, I don't like Change of Heart. Is it bad? No. But is it a really good episode? No. First off, let's get on with some positives. Clyde is really funny in this episode. Excuse me. Clyde is very funny in this episode. The way he malfunctions as a robot was hilarious. When he bleeds on, Lori and Lenny's shoes was pretty funny. And even the way Lori misunderstands Clyde and Lenny is pretty funny. But there's one malfunction in particular that I laughed hard at. I don't really remember what it was, but I remember it being hilarious. Also, Lenny is really good in this episode. She's not what brings this episode down. There's a point in the episode where she dresses as Lori and tries to do her impression, which I think Liliana Mumi, who is Lenny's voice actress, knocks off the voice perfectly. She does an awesome parody of the voice, and it's funny. It's really funny to hear once you actually hear it. It's not like she's like a dumb version of Lori. She gives us that typical teenage girl voice, which you'll never hear from Lenny. Except for here. That's it. Lenny doesn't really sound like a typical teenage girl, even though she sort of acts like it. She's not like, whatever. Totes. Well, she says totes a lot, but it's in a different way than whatever. Friendship over. Which is another reference to the show. In that Spell It Out, I believe it was. Which I might review that. I don't know, though. That wasn't an episode I particularly liked. But that's basically it for the positives. Now we have to get on to the negatives. Lori was a killjoy in this episode. As Yoshi Player said, Lori is the biggest problem in this episode. Through and through. You want to know what I don't like about Lori in this episode? She basically realized, oh, Clyde's giving me all these gifts. I'm not going to try to get him back because he loves me. I'm just going to get him back so I can say how much I appreciate these gifts so I can maybe get, I don't know, a few more. I think Lori's honestly being a gold digger, which really, honestly, even for her, is kind of out of character. Especially in seasons 2 and 3. She also acts pretty aggressive towards Lincoln. Like, the most aggressive since Save the Date. She, like, downright growls at him. Twice. Which, honestly, isn't something I give the episode props for. And honestly, the rest of the episode is kind of boring. Like, I don't find the Mr. Grouse part particularly funny. And really, honestly, the parts with Lincoln aren't that entertaining. Though I love to see the image of Lenny, Clyde, and Lincoln playing video games. That's an awesome image. And honestly, I think it shows Lenny is kind of a gamer. I know she said in, was it Changing the Baby, that video games rot your brains? Well, Lenny, I can back you up by saying you're lying. That you don't enjoy video games. Why? 2 out of 3 appearances you seem to have liked video games. Driving Miss Hazy and changing... What the... I'm sorry, I'm stuttering today. Driving Miss Hazy and Change of Heart. You seem to pretty much really enjoy playing video games. So, I can back up that that's kind of a plot hole. But that's something extra. So, where does that leave me with my review? Or a rating? I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired tonight. Well, first, there's one more thing I want to say. I'll say the ending itself was kind of sweet. It felt really kind of gold diggish of Lori, but it was kind of good. So where does that leave me with a rating? Well, honestly, I think Change of Heart deserves a 5 out of 10. Honestly, if we had Lori actually give a legit reason, like maybe she started to fall in love with Clyde, then maybe that would have been better, even though I think that would have personally have been toxic. I don't really ship Clyde x Lori, but just the way Lori acted and just some kind of boring parts leads to a pretty mediocre episode, in my opinion. So that's about it for today's episode. I think tomorrow is going to be Crimes of Fashion, as we are going to review every single Lenny episode before any other review. So we'll do Crimes of Fashion tomorrow. Then I think we're doing Driving Miss Hazy Sunday. And then Monday, maybe. No spoilers, and then we'll go from there. So that's it. Gaming Do here. See you later. Bye.